Hey guys, please subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon for the latest notifications. Hello everyone, welcome to CodeTude. In this tutorial, we will learn about face detection using Python and OpenCV. So I will write here code step by step, and I will also explain you how to write code for face detection. So let's start with the first statement, which is importing the necessary library. So first we will import CV2, that is OpenCV library. First we will import. Okay, so I'll comment it, import libraries. Then first step is import CV2. So CV2 is a module of OpenCV and CV2 is the latest version. So first you need to import this, which is a computer vision library, that is OpenCV. So how to install OpenCV I have already explained in the previous video. So you watch that video and the link is also given in the description below. So check that video, install OpenCV and then come back to this tutorial. So first you need to install OpenCV and the second step is import that. The next is, here I am going to perform face detection using HAR Cascade classifier. So HAR Cascade is a pre-trained model of OpenCV. Whatever face detection you are going to perform, you can do that with the help of these pre-trained models. So what is computer vision? So computer vision enables our computer see images and processes them like we human do. So this OpenCV module processes images and gives output. So in our case, we want to perform face detection. So it will process all the images and it will detect the faces in the images and it will give us the output. So basically this OpenCV recognizes image, identify object and traces them. So that's why we have used this OpenCV library. So this OpenCV is a real-time computer vision library and it is developed by Intel. Now here, after the installation of OpenCV, so this is my Anaconda folder, Anaconda 3 folder. So after the installation of OpenCV in Anaconda, go into library, lib, then site packages, then CV2 folder, and then finally in the data folder. So in this data folder, you will file XML files. So these are all the XML files which are pre-trained modeled. So this is the HAR Cascade for eye detection. This is the HAR Cascade for eye tree, sun, eyeglasses. This is the HAR Cascade for smile detection. This is the HAR Cascade classifier for upper body detection. So there are already pre-trained models, so you don't need to write the algorithm for it. Like if you want to perform the face detection, you can directly do that with the help of pre-trained model, which is HAR Cascade. The only thing is you have to load this XML file in your code and you're done. Other thing is you have to also write some syntax, whatever the OpenCV syntax are, to detect the face in the image, but whatever the logic, core logic is already present in this XML file. So this is the folder which you will get inside this Anaconda 3. If you are using Anaconda, then you will get such type of folder hierarchy. So inside this data folder, you have to go till here in the data folder, and there you will find all the HAR Cascade. You can use any one. So here I am going to use this HAR Cascade, which is HAR Cascade frontal face ALT. So this is the HAR Cascade I am going to use for face detection purpose. So coming back to the code, now let's load the classifier. To load the classifier, first create the object, which is cascade underscore face, and then use cv2 dot cascade classifier, and here you have to provide the path. Now my classifier is located in this path. So this is the folder in which my classifier is located. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to just copy this path and put it here in the double quotes, and also you have to write here the name of the classifier which you are using. Okay, so this is the name of my classifier, so I will copy this, go into the property, From there you can copy this name and go back here and put it here .xml. Okay, so this is the classifier, and instead of single slash give double slash to read that particular XML file, otherwise it will throw an error. So put double slash here to load the particular file and run this, and your classifier is loaded. Now if you want to check whether your classifier is loaded or not, you can print this object to check whether it's loaded properly or not, and print this, and here is your classifier loaded. Okay, you can also remove this statement. Now after loading the classifier, the next thing is we will load an image, and then we will perform the face detection on that image. Now let's load the image. To load the image, we will use cv2.imread function. So let's load the picture. So here we will write picture is equal to cv2.imread. So this function is used to read the image on which we are going to perform the face detection. So here I have taken one image, and that image is stored in my current directory folder. So if your image is located at some other folder, then you have to provide the path here. So two parameters you have to pass here. The first is the path, and the second is the color of the image you want to read. For example, if you want to read the image in format of grayscale, then you can write 0, you can pass 0 value, or by default color image is read. Okay, so here either you can pass the name of JPG image directly, or you have to pass the folder, you have to pass the path like this. Like for example, if my image is stored in C folder in some user, Apurva, Anaconda 3, so you have to give path like this. Or if your folder is in the current directory, my image is here directly. So this is my image demo.jpg. So here I'll directly give the name of my image, demo.jpg. This is the image I want to read. The next is, let's perform face detection now. To detect the objects in the image, detect multiscale function is used. So here I want to detect faces in the image. So I have taken a object as faces, which is equal to. Now to detect the faces from any image, you first need to convert that image to a grayscale. Okay, so first we will convert that image to grayscale, and then we will perform the face detection. Now why we need to convert that image to grayscale? Because this higher cascade algorithm works on age detection. So color information is not that useful in higher cascade, so that's why we will convert that image to grayscale. So we will use cv2.cvt color to convert that color image. Now this is color image, right? So I will convert this color image to grayscale. So let's convert this image to grayscale. So gray is equal to cv2.cvt color. Now this CVT color is used to change the color of the image. So there are around 150 color spaces, but the most widely used is BGR to gray. BGR is blue, green, red to gray. Okay, you can also convert this BGR to HSV. So here I am going to convert my color image to gray image. So for converting purpose, first you need to pass the image. So this is the object I'll pass here, and I will also pass the color code. So I want to change the color of color image. So this is the color image. I'm going to change it from BGR to gray. Okay, so this is the color code. So this is the picture I have taken. I'm going to convert this color picture to a gray image. So now my image is converted to a black and white picture. Now let's perform face detection on that black and white picture, because higher cascade algorithm works on age detection. So this it is feature based. So that's why we are not interested in color, we are only interested in ages. So let's take one more object, faces, because we are going to extract the faces. Then write cascade. So here is our cascade. So there is a function inside this cascade classifier that is known as detect multiscale. So we will use that function to find out the faces in the images. Okay, so cascade face. So this is my object which I have created for this classifier. Dot, I am going to use detect multiscale. Okay, so this function is used to detect the faces in the image. So this detect multiscale detects object of different sizes in the input image, and the objects are returned as list of rectangles. So whatever the objects are identified in the image, that the coordinates of that object is returned in a form of rectangle, in a form of list it is written. Okay, so the coordinates are returned for that particular object. So in this detect multiscale, first we will pass the image. My image is grayscale. Okay, so I have converted the image to grayscale and that is stored here. I will pass the object. So this is my image from which I want to identify face. The second is the scaling factor. Okay, scaling factor creates the pyramid of images. It creates multiple images. And then minimum neighbor. Minimum neighbor specifies the neighbors each candidate rectangle have to return. So if I set high value for this, for example, if I set 5 to this, it gives us quality search. And if I set low value, then it will false identify face images. Okay, so you have to play with this number. So I will set it to 5, which is ideal number. So this neighbor plays a role of quality. So if you increase the number of minimum neighbors, then the quality it will give you good quality search. It will find out less number of faces in the image, or more accurate number of faces in the image, instead of just giving false record. Okay. Now once you have obtained the coordinates of the object, now let's draw a rectangle. To draw a rectangle, you have to use a for loop, and in this for loop we will pass the coordinates. So the coordinates are x, y, wh. Wh are the width and height. X, y starting coordinates, and w and h are the width and height. So in faces, so this is the list which is created. So inside this list there are coordinates. So these are the coordinates inside this list. So we are going to iterate all the coordinates here, and for each and every coordinate, for each and every rectangle, for each and every faces in the image, I am going to draw a rectangle around it. To draw a rectangle, you can use cv2.rectangle. This function is used, and first you have to pass the name of the picture on which you want to draw the rectangle. So this is the picture on which I want to draw the rectangle. Then you have to pass the coordinates at which position you want to draw the rectangle. Then width you have to pass, and similarly height also you have to pass, width and height. The next is set the color for that rectangle. So this is a BGR RGB format. This is RGB, red, green, blue format. So you can specify the color here. 255, 255, 255 means white. Okay, so this is the combination, this is the color you can set. You can try out different combinations. Then pass the thickness of the rectangle. So in this way the rectangle will be drawn. Now in case if you want to put some text on the image as well, for example face detected or face not detected, so you can put that text on the image itself. So for that you will need font. So initialize font. Here I am going to use cv2 dot. So there are different fonts here. There are different fonts available in cv2. So these are the different font Hershey, font plain, italic. So choose any font whichever you like. Okay, and then cv2 dot put text function is used to put a text on the picture. Now give picture here. This is the first parameter on which you want to put the text. So picture. Then what you want to put, this is, you have to pass the string. So I want to pass string like face detected. Then you have to pass the coordinates also. So I want to paste this string on so and so coordinate. So this is the coordinate on which my string will be put. Then pass the font. Then this is the font scale, color, choose any color, but the value, these values should be between 0 to 255. All the three values should be between 0 to 255 color range. Okay, and then thickness. Now to show the image in a window, if you want to check the output of the CV2, then you have to use im cv2.imshow. So this will give the output. So you can also give the name to this window, face detection, and here pass the picture. So this is the object I'm passing here. So this is the whatever the output is will be seen. Now you have to initialize a while loop. So this while loop, and to check the output, we need to refresh the screen, and if you want to terminate the application, then some certain specified key should be pressed. So in CV2, wait key is used. Wait key is used to pause the screen. It waits for a specified millisecond for any keyboard event. Now if I write if CV2 dot wait key 0, so it will wait for it will wait indefinitely, it will pause the screen indefinitely, but I want to terminate my application after certain milliseconds or after some keyboard key is pressed. Okay, so I can give here condition that this is the hexadecimal constant, which is 0xFF, and I am assigning a value which is order of Q. So if Q key is pressed, my application will be closed. Okay, and to destroy all the windows, the function is cv2.destroy all the windows to close the output, to terminate the output. So destroy all windows. So here is our code ready. Now let's check the output of this code. Run this. And we got some error. CV2 has no attribute, put text. Okay. So the problem is T should be capital. Now we'll run this. Again one more error. CV2 has no attribute, wait key. Okay, this is again a syntax error. So this K should be capital. Now let's run again. And here is our output. Face is detected. Okay, so this is the string, face detected. You can change the color of this text. So this is the face which is obtained in an image and the rectangle is drawn. To close this application, you can press this cross button, or you can also press Q key on the keyboard to close the application. So here I'm going to press this cross button to close. Now let's try some other image, any random image. I'm taking image XYZ, which is already present in my folder. Let's run this. First of all, I need to restart this application. Okay, now let's run this and wait for some time. Okay, so here is the image. As there is no face in the image, so we got no output. Okay, so this is the ginger image. So there is no face, so that's why it is showing no output. So this is non-face image. So in this way you can create face detection code. You can write face detection code using OpenCV and Python. Thanks for watching.